Hi everyone. So my name is Trevor. I am a bisexual black man here in America, and I kind of wanted to give my 2 cents of what's our state of affairs has become, our politics, and my viewpoint on how I would proceed moving forward in this election. First off, foremost, I want to come on here and say thank you, Joe Biden, for stepping aside. 60% of the country did not want to see a Biden-Trump rematch. 60%. I am in total agreement of that very fact. I will say Harris as the nominee right now for the Democratic Party excites me because it's refreshing. As many people I'm hearing saying, it's giving '08 vibes. It's giving Obama. In terms of the feeling, the energy. Lately, Wisconsin, that was an interesting rally by Harris in Wisconsin. They were fired up. But I kind of want to, before I go ahead of myself, want to kind of give respect to Joe Biden because he did a great job, and I want to thank him for stepping aside and being a true statesman for who he is. This man has led public service for 50 plus years. And a lot of people go, well, he's a typical politician. No, Joe Biden is a decent man. Honestly, think of it. People that really follow Joe Biden or know Joe Biden, they know that fact. They know that whatever, the stuff they say in the media, it's a lot of BS, especially on the far right. This man just cares about people, and the way he does it, it's just different. He's very old school, very classical, sense old school person. The other guy, Donald Trump, God rest that man's soul. I'm telling you. I don't know what to say. I don't even know where to begin. First off, let's go down this man's track record. Let's start from the beginning of why I would not support Donald Trump at all in this election. First off, when he got into this race, he came down the escalator saying that, well, they're coming in our borders and they're raping our women and this and that. And some are good people. And some are good people. No, some are bad people. A majority are good that come through. The actual numbers show between the ages of 16 to like 30 something, and of women and children, a majority of those that are coming. So to say that they're raping and killing our children, when in fact they themselves are children traveling with children across the border, and their families dismantled because of what the chaos is happening in South America. If you want blame, put that blame on the leaders in Honduras and the rest of the places like Mexico for their lack thereof. This is becoming ridiculous. Then he proceeds to go on to say John McCain was not a war hero because he was captured. What? That should have stopped every conservative across the country. That's not a man I would honor. Then it gets worse. Grab her by the pussy. People thought that was it. Nope. Continued. Then we got him elected. Then he proceeded to talk about getting dirt on Joe Biden from the Ukrainians. Then we had an impeachment trial about that. Then we had an impeachment on January 6th. He told them, we're going to go on that day. Literally, he had a rally at the White House of his supporters before then and said, we're going to go down to the Capitol and fight like hell. Fight like hell. But he had nothing to do with it. But he had a rally of his people prior to the White House to go down to the Capitol and fight like hell. But he had nothing to do with that. Don't play stupid here. Stop putting your head up your ass and putting it in the sand. This is baloney. That you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Then it gets worse. You thought so, huh? Now he has classified documents, top secret documents at that, TSCI documents at that, meaning you can't even have a cell phone inside the room because of the documents. So classified, and it pertains to direct access and danger of the country and intelligence and sources. He had that information just sitting around in Mar-a-Lago. And the reason Biden has not or been charged, or even Mike Pence, these people turned over the documents voluntarily when asked. Trump never did that. And let's go with this. Let's start with this story. Get this. Tell me how this makes sense. First time raided Trump. Trump says the FBI planted the documents inside Mar-a-Lago. That was what he said on Truth Social. They planted these documents inside my residence. Okay, let's go with that. Then once the documents case proceeded, he changed the story and said, well, I declassified those documents that you planted. He declassified the planted documents by the FBI. But the White House General Counsel never said that. He said, we never declassified these documents. He's the individual that Trump will have to go through to declassify. He is on record saying we never declassified these documents. He's already been interviewed by the Department of Justice. And you're telling me this man is telling the truth, that he's never told a lie. But he keeps changing the story, and you keep going with it, wherever the wind goes. If he told you raccoon rats assholes have nice butts, you're going to just go with that information that's just factually true. Like, you're not thinking at all. You're just going to what a man says. And that is not American. The mentality of some people about Trump, to be honest with you, it's very cultish. It's giving me cult mentality. And these people are in a cult, and they are stuck inside it because they're not even thinking outside this box other than just him. And anything that's not him is completely evil and against America. It's very autocratic. It's a very dictatorship approach that we're witnessing in America. And I could see how this man has become this figure of somehow of the alt-right as this God-like figure. Without question, they don't even think about it anymore. It's not even a question. It's always someone's after him because he was God's plan. It is very interesting how these people use God in a way that is literally blasphemy, to be honest with you, as a Christian too here, to use him as a deity on earth. And they don't pause themselves and say, you know what? There's something wrong here fundamentally. He works for us, not the other way around. This man proudly went out and said, I got rid of Roe versus Wade. Good luck in this election with women. Again, make it make sense. But I know we live in a world where making sense is not the ideal. Common ground is not the ideal. We have gotten away from what it means to be an American. And honestly, this man does not represent that. People are pretending in this country this man is representation of a president. That is doggery. That is bullshit. This man is the cancer on our democracy. He do not stand for our republic. He is undermining our institutions. He has undermined the judicial system by going after, claiming immunity in all these situations, talking about expanding powers of the executive. These are dangerous things, folks. And you're walking by dismantling everything that people are fought in this country since the beginning of this country in 250 years of democracy, of people standing in front of battlegrounds to make sure your ass can stand right now to give your most ignorant comments about a wannabe autocrat who hasn't did a damn time himself to this country at all, other than the talk that he does every single fucking day. Tell me, how does that man represent America? Because I honestly don't see him giving a damn about you or me later. So let's just figure this out, because this election does matter. And I can tell you, I'd rather have Kamala Harris than a wannabe autocrat that's taking about people's rights again. And we ain't about that. It's time. We're trying to move forward. We don't got time to go back. We're done with the bullshit. Let's move on and make a fucking difference again.